Hello, my name is Rob Young, and I'm excited to present about some improvements to how students will explore programs at City College. This is a very brief 10-minute presentation titled, What Effect Will Academic and Career Communities Have? The presentation has two main goals. One is to help administrators, classified staff, and counseling and instructional faculty to know how academic and career communities will improve student outcomes. Two is to help all of us know how we can use ACCs to improve those outcomes. But first, I'd like to give some background. Many students start City College to realize a dream, to determine their capacity, and to make life-defining choices. Choices to start careers that will be fulfilling, give a sense of purpose or joy, and put food on the table in this economically challenging city. Our dedicated counselors work very hard to help students make these choices, and everyone on campus, no matter our role, can play a part in helping guide a student to make an informed and conscious choice. However, at times our outwardly facing information about programs presented to students up front hasn't been as clear or as visible as it could be. So ACCs were created so that students can make well-informed and conscious choices that fit their goals right from the start, rather than making changes later when consequences may be higher. So what is the current student experience? While some students may arrive at City College with the required level of college awareness to navigate their way directly from application to registration to graduation on a timeline that works for them, many of our first-generation college students arrive with limited ability to navigate our somewhat complex system. Some students can't easily explore academic and career offerings. Some students' paths are unclear, or they have trouble staying on the path, accumulating units. The result of this is that some students delay graduation and run out of financial aid. This characterization of the student journey is familiar to many of us, but is there data to prove it? Yes, there is. ACCs were created with a strong partnership with our Office of Research and Planning. We focused less on anecdotes or stories from small sample sizes and instead did a careful analysis of large samplings of student course-taking patterns. Here's a current student journey for degree and transfer-seeking students. We know that some students don't explore. We know that some students have minimal opportunities to explore majors and careers before they choose one. Students actually declare a major from a list of 200 or more choices, which may contribute to students feeling confused and indecisive, or selecting a random major just to finish the application. We know that some students don't stay on their path. 43% of students will not take any courses from the department of their first declared major. What this could indicate is that many students have not made a well-informed choice. ACCs can definitely help with that. And 50% of students will change their first declared major. Now, many of us agree that college should promote exploration, as GE and other classes expose students to new ideas, so major changes are normal and acceptable. But ACCs hope to allow students to change majors earlier in their academic careers due to exploration, with lower penalties, rather than later due to incomplete knowledge of a program. And so finally, one result is that some students don't complete their path. The research office has found that 52% of students depart with fewer than 60 units taken and without having received an award or transferring. Now, we know that some of these students may be lifelong learners, and some may feel certain that their goal of a bachelor's degree will be achieved at a transfer institution. But we must ask about those that leave the institution altogether, as well as why our lifelong learners and our transfer students are not taking advantage of the awards, including certificates that they could earn at City College. Of the students who do complete, some take a staggeringly high number of units, resulting in some negative outcomes. 18% take 90+ units, most staying over 4 years and using up their financial aid eligibility. So, in short, our data reveals some troubling course-taking patterns that result in lower student outcomes. ACCs, with their strong emphasis on career and program exploration, have the potential to affect these outcomes very positively. Now, let's talk exactly about what ACCs are. ACCs organize the large and overwhelming list of programs in the background into 8 easily navigatable groups that will be highly accessible on the City College website and other outwardly facing marketing materials for the college. So, rather than a student choosing from a poorly organized list of more than 200 programs upon applying, and rather than making a student wade through our somewhat inconsistently formatted course offerings on our old website, the new website set to launch soon, will be much easier to navigate and will allow for easier exploration of programs and the careers they lead to. So let's talk more specifically about how ACCs help students. One thing to realize is that ACCs do not reorganize our City College departments and programs internally. There is no change to which programs are in which department. They only change outwardly how students view choices on places like the City College website. Here are some examples of an improved student journey for degree and transfer-seeking students. Students will explore. Students can explore interests in ACCs before deciding on a path. They can avoid defining a focus too soon by declaring an ACC versus a program. They can stay on their path. Students can connect with peers, resources, and a first-year experience program within the same ACC. A first-year experience program is a program that provides extra support and builds community for students who are pursuing similar paths. First-year experience programs create a small college feel and help foster stronger and closer relationships between students and between faculty and students. First-year experience programs do this with activities that allow students to explore topics, issues, and careers related to their chosen path. The eventual goal is to build out first-year experience programs to support each academic and career community. Other goals are to have ACC-specific peer mentors and to have ACC-specific cross-functional student success teams made up of various of our colleagues. Students can switch to similar majors within the same ACC more easily, and students will complete on their own timeline. Students can reach their goals at a pace appropriate to their needs and resources, including financial aid. And finally, students can connect career aspirations to jobs and networks related to ACCs. Here are some specific changes for students. The new website will allow for greater visibility, exploration of, and connection between programs and careers. CCC Apply may have a drop-down menu for ACCs before a student makes a program choice. Frisco Day, instead of being focused primarily on registration, may have opportunities for students to explore ACCs by talking to current students and faculty next year. And first-year experience programs will create support for communities of students in the same ACC. So in closing, the college is excited to offer ACCs as a way to improve student navigation and support. A lot of thought and energy has gone into their creation. Hundreds of City College colleagues and students from all areas of the college have been involved in this work. We are very grateful for the collaboration, community, and dialogue that has been built in this process, and we look forward to the positive impact ACCs will have on student outcomes. And finally, some discussion questions. Number one, based on this presentation, what are some specific examples of how ACCs could benefit students? Number two, considering your role on campus, how can you use ACCs to support students in their desire to reach their goals? And number three, what questions do you have about ACCs? Would you like to know more? Due to coronavirus, our students cannot currently navigate our physical campus, so a clear and welcoming virtual front door is essential. This makes it even more imperative that our outwardly facing information is clear and well organized. You can look forward to these two upcoming trainings that will help you use ACCs with students. A Fall Flex Day presentation, and a training module in the Vision Resource Center that you can do independently that should launch sometime this summer. For more information, you can look at RISE's homepage or contact Michelle Simotis, RISE Lead Coordinator. We hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you.